What's up, guys? My name's Chris Warrens. I'm here from Warrior Time. Today, I'm going to say something that might rustle some feathers, might make a few collectors clutch their watch rolls a little tighter. We're going to talk about popular watches that are actually overrated. Now, before you jump into the comments, let me say this. Overrated doesn't mean bad. These are still fantastic pieces in their own right, and I wear many of them. But they've reached a point where the hype and the wait lists and the price tags have just completely overtaken the logic. And hey, if you're looking for watches that aren't overhyped and are actually make sense, check out the links in the description below to our Warrior Time store. We've got some incredible pieces available right now. Now, let's start with number one. Incredible watches, but completely overrated and overhyped. We're going to start with the elephant in the room, which is the Rolex GMT-Master II. Now, don't get me wrong. I like the GMT line. I really do. The history is iconic. It's born out of the Pan Am collaboration in the 50s. It's the original pilot's watch, and the dual time zone concept was brilliant around mid-century. But here's where it gets messy. The modern GMT Master II lineup is a hype machine. We're talking Pepsi, Batman, Batgirl, Sprite, Bruce Wayne, every flavor under the sun. And every year, Rolex tweaks a color, changes the bracelet, and suddenly the internet explodes like it's a brand new release. But underneath all that noise, it's the same watch. Same 40mm case, same movement, same functionality. And don't get me started on wait lists. We've got people waiting years paying 2 times retail on the gray market, on the secondary market, just to say they got the Pepsi. Now listen, it's a great watch. It's robust. It's iconic. It's instantly recognizable. But is it really worth 20, 25, in some cases $30K for people buying on the secondary market? In my opinion, no. At this point, you're just paying for hype, not horology. And there are other watches and other brands, other models that do produce an equal functioning watch for a fraction of the price. So yeah, the GMT line deserves respect, but not on the god tier status people give it today. Number 2, the Omega Speedmaster, specifically with the white dial or white side of the moon, if we even want to call it that. So let's talk about this Speedmaster with the white dial. It's the newer addition to the Speedmaster collection. Is it untouchable? I don't think so. It's one of the most important chronographs ever made, the Speedmaster. It's literally went to space. But white side of the moon, white dial, a perfect example of what happens when a brand starts milking its own legacy. Here's the thing. Omega launched the dark side of the moon, the gray side of the moon, the blue side of the moon, and then someone in marketing said, hey, let's do the white side too. And yeah, it's cool. I mean, Speedy's a great watch. It's ceramic, it's crisp, it's definitely eye-catching. But to me, it's lost the emotional connection to the Speedmaster's DNA. The Moonwatch is rugged, it's functional, it's built for astronauts in a sense. The white side feels like it's built for Instagram. It's flashy, it's trendy, and while it's beautifully made, it's not timeless in the same way the standard Speedmaster Professional or the Sapphire Sandwich is. Now, if you love it, wear it proudly. That's what this hobby is all about. But if you're buying because it's the next Speedmaster to the collection, pump the brakes, slow down. You can find stronger long-term pieces from Omega for less money that are equally as authentic. Number 3. The Rolex Day-Date. All right, let's take a deep breath. The Rolex Day-Date, the presidential, the icon of success, wealth, and power. a watch that's been worn by presidents, world leaders, and just about every high roller there is. It's one of the most recognizable watches ever made and one of the most copied. But here's where it gets controversial. I think the Day-Date has become too much about flex and not enough about watch. Every time I see one, it's less about craftsmanship and more about status on someone's wrist. 18 karat gold, fluted bezel, sometimes diamond markers, champagne dial, all different types of dial. It screams, I've made it, but it's also starting to feel predictable. Rolex hasn't changed much in this line, and maybe that's part of the charm, but it's also part of the reason it's overrated. Now, don't get me wrong, the Rolex Day-Date 40 with ombre dial, stunning. It's a watch I genuinely respect for its subtle class and balance. In fact, recently just sold one in the past week. You could check our video here. It's going to be right here for you guys to check out. But most Day-Dates, they're kind of a blur altogether, and you're spending 40 to 80 grand depending on dial configuration and diamonds. It's hard to justify when you can get something from Audemars Piguet, Vacheron, or even independent brands like FP Journe that give you 10 times the movement, finishing, and originality for the same price point. The Day-Date used to say, I made it. Now it kind of says, I Googled a luxury watch and hit buy. And again, there's nothing wrong with it. I do love them. It's a masterpiece in its own lane. But if you're a true collector, you owe it to yourself to look beyond the obvious. So there it is, guys. The hugely popular watches that I think are a little overrated. The Rolex GMTs, the Omega Speedmaster white dial, and the Day-Date line. All legends, all important, all awesome. I wear them all, but maybe not the smartest buys. So what do you think? Am I out of line here? Do you agree? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I love hearing where you guys stand on stuff like this. And if you're looking for alternatives that give you a better value, originality, or just something different for your collection, check out our store in the show notes below, or message us directly at Warrior Time. We have pieces that actually make sense to collect, specifically high quality. I prefer Audemars Piguet, so we carry a lot of that, but high quality watches for individuals who live and breathe this passion. If you haven't yet, hit the like button, subscribe, and check out some of our other videos, like deep dives into the AP Royal Oak lineup or top 5 Omega watches that rival Rolex and AP. I'm Chris Warrens. This is Warrior Time. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.